I am live. Okay then. Okay, thank you very much. Right, let me just. I am not very smooth at the moment, so let's see if I can change some of the features. That's a bit better. A little bit better. I might not be perfect. Yeah, that looks gonna have to do. Right. Hello. How's everybody doing? Welcome to another live stream vlog thing. Just thought to go live last minute kind of thing. Again, just want to kind of talk about a few things. Basically, just talk a few things, and then it doesn't really matter if there's nobody on at this moment in time. Once I'm no longer live, it will go up as an actual video, so I'm not all that, not really worried about that. But yeah, we'll just play it by ear and just see if anybody actually just pop on while I'm doing it. But see how it goes. There is says one person watching, but I think it's me because I'm currently I'm just kind of making sure I am live, and it is saying I am live. So yeah. Right. Just give me a second here. I've sent out some invitations as well, and I've posted it. I've posted it on my social medias that I am currently live. So just play it by ear and just see how it goes. Anybody that might have briefly tuned in yesterday to a live test that I did, that I was only on for about 15-16 minutes. But yeah, I basically did a live test with a new webcam. And the said webcam I bought, I've forgotten the name of it, but I'm pretty damn sure it wasn't the one I ordered. I kind of think it was saying it was something else, but when it actually arrived, it was actually a different brand. So I actually think I kind of got a little bit scammed there to a certain degree. So yeah, I haven't got totally scammed, but I've managed to get my money back on it. I got my money back as a refund. I got it through Amazon. Amazon are good like that, if you buy something, even if it's fulfilled. Hey, Alpha Prime. Hey buddy, just saw the post on Insta and jumped on over. Yay, thank you very much for watching, my friend. Hope you're well. I think this is the first time you joined on a live stream. I could be wrong, but happy to have you, my friend. By all means, chat away in the live chat, my friend. And but yeah, all I was saying, I don't know if you heard what I was talking about, but yeah, yeah, I think it is. But yeah, basically, what I was talking about was yesterday. The other day, I ordered a new webcam off of Amazon. And it seemed promising. It said it was a plug and play, full HD webcam with microphone and all that jazz. And it actually looked a decent webcam. And basically, Ahmed, hello, control. Okay, I don't know what that is. Alpha Prime TA always seemed to just miss them by like a couple of minutes. No problem. I'm glad you're here, my friend. But yeah, basically, yeah. So, like I said, I ordered a new webcam, and it came yesterday. I tested it out. I did like a test live stream I was only on for about 16 minutes, roughly about 15, 16 minutes, just kind of checking it out, making sure it worked. It did work. It worked through YouTube, and it worked through Movie Maker, but it didn't have Ahmed, I am from Indo. Sweet. But yeah, basically it had no disc or anything with it, you know what I mean? It had no like actual software with it or anything like that. So it didn't come with anything like an application suite or anything like that. Because the one I'm using now, the webcam I've had for ages, it came with an installation disc, and the disc kind of came with like a I don't know, it kind of allowed you to kind of do different things with the webcam, basically. And basically, I was expecting something similar with this one, but obviously that wasn't the case. When it came, it was in a real small little rectangular box, okay. And like I said at the beginning, I thought I ordered a different brand, but the one that actually arrived was actually a totally different name, which makes me think it was like a real cheap Chinese thing, and the box was really bad. So basically, yeah, I don't have that webcam anymore. Long story short, yeah, I literally but luckily the box wasn't anything like a. It didn't come in a box where it was kind of like vacuum sealed in a way. It wasn't vacuum sealed, so it was kind of like it was just in a little rectangular box, so it was easier for me to send it back. So basically, I went on Amazon and I said, right, this isn't good enough. The audio's bad, and it was really bad. It didn't work with my Blue Yeti, my microphone that I use. It wasn't picking anything up. It was using the microphone that was obviously built in. The microphone, when I listened back, when I played back the live test that I did, it was really, really bad. It was clipping. The microphone was like clipping really bad, and it was like my voice was really muffled. So obviously the microphone wasn't very good. The picture quality was around about the same as what this is, but it wasn't fantastic at the same time. So yeah, I decided to just send it back. So I sent it back today. Printed off a return label last night. Sorted that out when I got home from work today, and I have a refund. I managed to get a full refund, so not bad at all. I'm quite happy that I managed to get it rectified and get my money back. That's the main thing, because I'm not going to keep something that I'm not happy with. I mean, the webcam. The reason why I wanted to get another webcam was because I am looking at doing these a lot more often. These live streams, both on my main channel and also on this my vlog channel. And I wanted to get a better webcam, like a better resolution, better lens, better camera. Because this one I've got, that I'm using right now, I've had it for years. I've probably had it since around about 2010, 2011. And it's done me well. It's served me quite well. It is a good webcam. It's meant to be a full HD webcam as well, but I think it's putting out only at 720 for some reason. I'm going to have a look through the settings and see if there's a full HD setting so I can put it at optimal thing. But it could be something to do with my with my computer. It could be something to do with my computer, to be honest, because I don't think the computer I've got isn't very good. Okay, it's a space saver computer, and the computer's about maybe over 10 years old, maybe a bit more, and I kind of think the graphics card that's inside it isn't good enough for a full HD video. which could possibly be the case because when you're running something that's either 4K or HD or full HD or what have you, or 8K now, if you're running something like that, you need to have a graphics card that is compatible with that. And my computer isn't compatible with anything like that. So I think the 720 is just kind of like a default setting because the computer can deal with it. So I don't think I can do much about that. Alpha Prime, at least you got it sorted, mate. Lives are great. Good way to chat with you and catch up, mate. Yep, exactly. Yeah, I'm just kind of glad I got it sorted in the end, to be honest with you. It's just at first because it wasn't actually sold. It was actually sold on Amazon on the website, but it was from a company that was kind of affiliated alongside Amazon. It was like I think it was a fulfilled company that kind of advertises and puts their products on Amazon. And but they still was able to do a refund, a return and refund thing for me. So I'm quite happy that I managed to get that sorted out. It is a little bit annoying. I mean, like I said, the webcam I've got that I'm using right now, it has served me quite well. So it served me quite well, and it's working still. Touch wood. But it comes with its own like software, you see, and I want something similar where I don't want something that you just USB straight in because the webcam that I bought off Amazon, it just simply just a USB in, just a simple plug and play. The whole idea of that webcam was for kind of like voice calling, really, for like family, you know, over a TV or anything that has a USB to it. I think that's all it was really meant for. It isn't really meant for a streaming in a way. It's not good enough. So yeah, but no harm done. Hopefully it said about 5 to 7 days for the refund to hopefully get into my bank account. So I will. That's fine. I'm happy. So then, Alpha Prime, how are you been? How have you been lately? What you've been up to? I'm loving your art commissions, by the way. I've been seeing a lot of your art posts on Instagram, and I'm absolutely loving them. Your art's really, really coming on. Obviously, it's far superior to my art. I tell you now. but as like everything, practice makes perfect, I suppose. If you're still there, by the way. But yeah, I'm loving your art, by the way. It's really awesome. A lot of the commissions are, just so good. I mean, I'd like to do commissions as well, but I just don't feel I'm good enough. I don't think I'm at the standard for doing commission work, at least paid commissions. I have done some like free commissions. I think yourself, Alpha Prime. I think you was somebody that I did like a piece for you. You suggested something to me, and I drew it and I sent it to you free. But yeah, I think you was one of them, and then you did one for me in return, which was the Nemesis Prime, I believe, or the whatever it was. But yeah, yeah. I mean, my artwork's coming on okay. I think my artwork is coming on okay. I think, but it's kind of like my artwork's coming on all right, but it's just kind of like I don't think I'm at the standard or at the point where I can, you know, do it like do it to the point where you do it, where ask money for it. Well, not ask money, but I mean, charge commissions. I'm doing great, Alpha Prime. I'm doing great, buddy. You are doing great, mate. loving your art. The only difference between us is I am just a year ahead, mate. Yeah, I have Grimlock piece framed. Nice one. Must send you a pic. Nice one. Thank you. Yeah, I'm happy that you're happy with that Grimlock I did for you. And also I'm happy that yeah, I'm happy. But yeah, I mean, like I say, I mean, end of the day, you've had Decepticon King. Yeah, no worries, man. I just got this. No worries. But yeah, end of the day, it's all about practice. I mean, obviously, you've probably been doing it longer than me because I've always done I've always done drawing. I've always drawn stuff. Ever since we've been a kid, and I got to the point where I used to draw quite a lot when I was younger. And then there was quite a big lull where I just didn't do anything like that for a while. And I think the main catalyst with me was when my mum passed away. My mum passed away 4 years ago now, and so my, basically when my mum passed away, I kind of noticed I was kind of drawing a lot more. I don't know if it was kind of like a way for me to kind of put my mind on other things, if that makes any sense. Um, I think for me it was kind of like, with my mum passing away, there was a lot going on in my personal life. Obviously it was a big shock to all of us. And basically I think with me personally, I kind of just started picking it up again, and obviously I set up my Facebook page, my Knowles' Art Facebook page, and I've got a Deviant Art account as well. If anybody's interested, if anybody's on Deviant Art or got a Deviant Art account, let me know and I'll send you my details if you want to follow me on there. But yeah, basically I've had a Deviant Art account for about 10 years. I've been on there for quite a while. And I've over time I've put like the odd picture up on there or the odd art, drawing that I've done. And then obviously I set up the Facebook page, Manol's Art one as well, which was trying to help kind of promote a little bit and get my art out there a little bit more. But yeah, see how things go. I mean, obviously, like I say, it's all about practice. I mean, I want to kind of go into digital art as well. I mean, obviously, I'm used to doing it traditionally, which is just a piece of paper, a pencil, and just have at it, and then do all the outlining, and then erase all the pencil, and then color it in. That's what I do. That's my method. Is the kind of like the traditional the old way, the traditional way. That's how I've always drawn things. But I am thinking about doing digital art as well. I want to get myself either a Wacom or something like that, like a drawing tablet. But the tablet I want is something where you can draw on it. A lot of people have been recommending to me to get one of those little pads that the pen goes on. But those little pads, you have to train yourself to be able to draw and look at the computer at the same time. And I don't have very good coordination. I suffer from I've got dyslexia and dyspraxia, and I think it's dyslexia. Is dyslexia, where basically it's kind of I find it very hard to kind of keep focused on certain things, and so I've the whole thing of like trying to draw with one hand and then staring at the computer monitor. I can't do that. So I know they're expensive, but I want to get like one of those all-in-one units you can get, where you actually have the monitor actually like a screen that looks like a piece of paper, and you draw directly onto it, and then it actually goes up onto the computer at the same time. I think that would be much better for me, to be honest. Decepticon King, Howdy Prime and Fuzzy. Yeah, practice is definitely the key, mate. Decepticon King, drawing is brilliant for relaxing and to feel good. Yeah, it is indeed. Alpha Prime, what's it like being thinking of setting one up? Deviant Art page. Deviant Art's actually pretty good. It's the thing is with me is I don't get much traction through mine because obviously I'm quite a small time person on there. But there's a hell of a lot of fantastic artists on there. People that are like beyond me, completely beyond me. Basically, like there's some artists on there where it's like hyper realistic art. DeviantArt is a good website. I recommend checking it out, or just I mean, you might actually. I think Alpha Prime. I think if you put your stuff on a DeviantArt page, you might get a bit more traction. I think, for like art commissions, I think it might help you because a lot of people that do commission artwork do have a DeviantArt account as well, because it helps kind of get a little bit more traction and more interest in their artwork and what they're capable of. And of course, a lot of people have like Etsy pages and things like that where they can, where they charge for prints and things. But yeah, I think there's also a premium one as well. And I've the page I've got's free. It's a free one, so it's like a basic thing where you can kind of put statuses on there, so you can, like Facebook, where you put a status and you kind of like talk. You can do that, and also you can put your art on there as well. But I think there is like a pro version, like a professional version, where you can actually do stuff where you can put like sponsorships up on there. I think you can kind of do stuff where you can actually like sell merch and things like that, But obviously, I don't bother with anything like that at the minute. Decepticon King. Personally, I prefer traditional. Yeah, I do. Disney style, original style. Yeah, I mean, I've always been a big fan of 2D traditional artwork or cell animation, because obviously original animation was actually what's known as cell animation. At least that's what Disney did. They did, obviously, it was the characters were on cells, and they used like a layer system. Basically, Decepticon King, if you go on YouTube, I don't know if you've seen it, go on YouTube and search, basically, what was it that I searched? Basically, it's a Disney documentary that I found, and it was basically how they like did like Bambi, and Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, and it was basically kind of like a documentary, and it basically kind of explained of how they actually brought those films to life at the beginning. And basically, from what I can gather, is they used like a massive big contraption thing, like a massive camera, and in this camera they could put like slides in, and each slide and each tier was what made the scene. So basically, that you could. Oh, sorry. It's fine. Don't worry. There we go. Basically, it was like this big camera thing, and you could put slides in, and then basically you had like the background. So like the whole background thing was fully painted, hand painted, like water backgrounds. So that would go in, and then the next tier would be would be kind of like foliage, like trees, like extra trees that they've drawn, hand drawn on cells, and then obviously the character themselves or whatnot. So basically, that had this like 3 or 4 tiered, maybe 5 tiered contraption. And what they could do with that as well, they could move things so it kind of looked like the camera's panning. So it looked like it was panning a camera angle. So yeah, it's really fascinating stuff of how they actually brought the original Disney movies to life through that big contraption. Alpha Prime, yeah, I struggle using a pad. I use an iPad. Definitely so much easier when you draw when you are drawing directly onto it. The layers make it so much easier to erase sketching part. All right, Decepticon Queen. I'm on DeviantArt. My username is Guinea Piggin. Not uploaded much in a while. Okay, sweet. I'll definitely give you a check out. Decepticon King. I use self-taught with art. To a degree, yes. Obviously, at school we had art at school, which is obviously part of the curriculum. Everybody has art class. You know, well, when I was a kid, anyway, everybody did art as a subject. And when I was a kid, I actually really took to it. I really enjoyed art. I really liked that class. And basically, in that class, they taught us a lot of different techniques. They taught us shading techniques. They taught us kind of like basically all sorts of different aspects of it all. And obviously, with me not doing it for a long time, obviously I've completely forgotten a lot of those techniques, and I'm trying to relearn those techniques. But for a certain extent, I am self-taught. I am self-taught. It's basically just perseverance. How I draw is I have to have something in front of me. I have to have some sort of a resource material, like an image or something. I have to have something in front of me to take to have an idea of where I'm going with the piece. But yeah, I can't do anything. I can't. Um, Sorry about this. My phone keeps going off. I'm getting messages. Yeah, basically, I can't do things from my mind. You know, basically, like if I thought of a character in my head, I struggle with trying to capture the essence of the character from just memory alone. How I work is I kind of have to have something in front of me for some sort of an idea, and and I go from that basically. Alpha Prime, I might give it a go. I believe fans toys have actually got artists from DeviantArt in the past for their box artwork. Yeah, I'll be very careful with that though, because some of these third part I don't know about fans toys, but there has been issues with third party companies using other people's artwork, and it's actually copyright because that the actual artists have basically there was a few artists that were Transformers artists, professional artists, and they did these really beautiful, like, you know, kind of like box art kind of artwork. And basically, these artists found out that they found out that by like on the net, basically, that these companies or a lot of these third party companies were essentially stealing their artwork and making it out to be their own. Um, and it was like through sites like DeviantArt. So be very, very careful. I would suggest trying to see if you could get put like a watermark on there, like a copyright protection thing on there. Um, you can do that, I think, but I can't quite remember. But just be very, very careful, Alpha. I mean, DeviantArt's a great website to help promote your artwork, but at the same time, it's very easy for someone to download your artwork and share it somewhere else. So be very careful with that. Decepticon King, seen them, man. I think they are on the DVD we have. What's that? It is really amazing. Okay. Alpha Prime 88. I still use some form of reference to me. Spidey is probably the only character I can do out of my head. Okay, cool. I mean, the thing is with Spider-Man is, I think I can draw Spider-Man from memory as well. There are certain characters, these like obviously like Sonic the Hedgehog, Mario, characters like that that are very, very, very easy to kind of visualize in your head, and they are a lot easier for you to put them on paper. Um, just for memory alone. But there are some characters, say like if it was a Transformer, for instance, there's a lot more going on with a Transformer with that character. So basically, there's a lot more going on with that character. So I have to have some sort of a reference point of like whoever it was, like Grimlock or Optimus Prime. I have to, even though Optimus Prime's head is very iconic, it's just the rest of the body and everything else, so that I get it as close as I can, basically. Zipcon King, what is your favorite piece of famous classic art like Van Gogh, etc.? Oh, Jesus Christ. I love art. I love art mainly with drawing, but I don't really know much about that kind of classic art. Let me just try and think of a piece. I mean, Van Gogh. Van Gogh's art is quite interesting. Where obviously with Van Gogh, he used a lot of like shapes and different things, and very interesting kind of perspective, if you can call it that. Very interesting kind of perspective that he was using with his art. I don't know, to be honest. I don't really look into the classic art. Even though I say I like art, I'm more or less meaning I like drawing, basically, which is also part of the whole art thing. Delta King Alpha. I would recommend a video I saw on YouTube for Spidey, etc. Right, okay. Alpha Prime. Yeah, yikes. Thanks for the heads up, mate. Yeah, no problem, pal. Yeah, basically, I don't know. I think one of them was John Paul Beauvais, and a few others that are currently working on the IDW comic books at the moment, and also worked on the other ones that I've just finished. So basically, there was some artwork that obviously they'd been posted online. And they found that some of these artists found that their artwork was essentially being stolen and being used for box art by third party companies. So I'm not saying all of them do. I think a majority of them do kind of obviously will probably use a certain artist that they do pay, hopefully, but because they're based in China. A lot of these third-party companies are based in China, and China is known for plagiarism. The whole idea, obviously, the whole third-party Transformers are plagiarism to Hasbro and Takara anyway. So basically, them stealing a piece of artwork, they're not really going to care about that. DVD Disney method, yeah. Best Spidey for you guys, man, is Tobey Maguire. Obviously, for me, my favorite Spider-Man is Tobey Maguire as well, because obviously it was the first live-action Spider-Man film, and even though there are issues, like there are issues with us, well, the first two are fantastic. The first two Tobey Maguire films are fantastic, but the third one is an absolute train wreck. It is an absolute train wreck. The only good thing that comes from the third Tobey Maguire Spider-Man film for me is the Sandman character, because the Sandman was actually done really quite well. His development, how they handled him was actually really good. But Venom they fucked up the whole Venom symbiote thing completely, and that's where the film just failed. They just and then when they did Amazing Spider-Man with Andrew Garfield, when they did his films, that even though again the first two were okay, and then when they did the third one, they just did the same as Tobey Maguire, where they just put too many villains in at once, and it just failed. There was just no character, not no proper character development for all of them. But yeah, I'd have to say, I mean, I like Tom Holland. I actually like Tom Holland. I like what he's bringing to the role. He's very refreshing. He's a young kid. Yes, he's obviously, he's younger compared to Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield. He is younger than, well, when he first got the role, he was younger than them, anyways. Well, he still is younger than them. But I kind of find it's interesting, really. I kind of like Tom Holland, and I like what he brings to the role. He has this kind of this essence of kind of it has. I don't know. He just brings kind of like a youthful essence to the part. End of the day, Spider-Man is a kid, even though it's called Spider-Man. Obviously, his origins. He starts off as a kid who's at college or at school. He's at high school, so he's a kid. He's a teenager. So basically, it makes sense for him to be a kid that looks like a teenager, basically. So it makes sense to have a younger actor playing him. But yeah, I like, even though I love Tobey Maguire. Tobey Maguire, he did really well as Peter Parker. His acting was good. I also like who the people that cast for his aunt and uncle, for Aunt May and his uncle Pete, his uncle, whatever his name is. It was just I just really loved the original Spider-Man live action films, and I love Tobey Maguire. But at the same time, I really like Tom Holland as well. And whoever voiced him in the 90s show. Yeah, I can't quite remember who voiced him in the 90s show. I know that Dan Gilvezan that played Bumblebee, I think he played Spider-Man in the 80s series, because obviously there was a cartoon in the 80s as well. And I think Dan Gilvezan played Peter Parker Spider-Man as well. But I don't know about the 90s series. That's King. Lee Sullivan does my fave TF art. Yeah, he's a fantastic artist, Lee Sullivan. And Anna Milakova is very good. Yeah, to be honest, all the artists that do Transformers art and we're currently working on the comic books are bloody fantastic. They are. I mean, my favorite Transformers artist is. Oh my god, I'm really bad with names at the moment. What's his name? Trying to think of his goddamn name. Give me a second here. We can. I think I remember it now. Yeah, I remember Livia Ramadeli. Livia Ramadeli is my favorite Transformers Transformers artist. I don't know. I've met Livia Ramadeli twice. And he's a real nice guy, and I absolutely love his art. I've got an art print. I need to get it out. I've got it somewhere. I need to try and I need to get myself a frame or something for it. But it was actually, I think it was used as an actual cover. It was actually, I think it was a cover art piece that he did for one of the comic books, and basically it's Soundwave, and it's meant to be kind of like dark, so it's kind of like an evening piece, and it's just the colors of the background, and then it's Soundwave, and then in his chest you see the reflection of Optimus Prime and all the other Autobot characters looking at him. And it's like it's raining as well, so there's so much like detail in the piece, and it's just absolutely beautiful. And plus, I love Soundwave; is my favorite Transformer, and I just absolutely love his art. They should not have had those two villains in the same film, Spidey 3. Don't even get me started on Deadpool. Ryan Reynolds is Deadpool, though Nolan North voiced him very good. Yeah, yeah, Nolan North is, well, actually, Deadpool's been voiced by multiple different people, but Nolan North is the guy who, well, he's the original voice actor, basically. Nolan North's the original voice actor for Deadpool. But Deadpool has been voiced by quite a few people over the years. I think the last thing Nolan North actually voiced Deadpool in was the video game that they did for the PS3 or PS4. I think that was the last thing that Nolan North voiced Deadpool in. And then obviously since then, Ryan Reynolds has obviously played him in film and also doing voicing him as well. I actually really like Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool. He does a fantastic job as Deadpool, playing that character, and I'm just really happy that they finally managed to bring Deadpool to the big screen and bring him into the MCU. I'm just really happy that that's happened. I love Deadpool. Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends. That possibly could be the series that Dan Gilvezan voiced Spider-Man. Yeah. My two fave TF artists are Roach and Lawrence. Yeah, they are fantastic as well. I've met both of those guys. Decepticon King. Or have you met Simon Fairman? I've met Simon Fairman. Yes. I've met him a few times actually. Simon Fairman. He is a really lovely guy. And basically he's kind of like the UK's answer to the guy in America that kind of like brought fingered all the most of the bios for a lot of the Transformers characters. Forgotten the guy's name. I'm really bad with names at the moment. I'm forgetting a lot of things at the minute. Not very good. So that's King. Optimus Primal, your fave Beast Wars Maximal. Oh, that's Decepticon. Sorry, just a minute. Goody, who did the new Transformers '84 comic is out of this world. Yeah, his basically, like I'm saying, all the people that are currently working on the Transformers comic books are fucking phenomenal artists. Optimus Primal, your fave Beast Wars Maximal. I love Primal. I absolutely love Primal. But for me, my favorite Maximal is possibly going to be Dinobot. I think Dinobot's my favorite Maximal. Yeah, obviously he was originally a Predacon, but then obviously he became a Maximal. And he is just. I mean, the thing is, I also really love Rat Trap as well. Rat Trap was like my childhood favorite character because he was so funny and he was like comedy relief, and I just loved Rat Trap. But I think my favorite Maximal will have to be Dinobot. He's just so well rounded. I just love his aggressive nature, but at the same time, he is a very good warrior, and his heart is in the right place in the end. And obviously, he dies a warrior's death as well in the end, which is, I just love his character. Yes, it was the game, and it is brilliant, and it was High Moon Studios. They had access to use if references as they made Fall of Cybertron and War for Cybertron. Yeah. Bob Budiansky. Yeah, that's it. Thank you very much. I'm really bad with names at the moment. I don't know what the hell's going on. Yeah, Bob Budiansky was the guy that did all the Yeah, it's Bob Budiansky that did obviously like most of the bios for Optimus Prime and a few other characters, and also created some characters as well. No, actually, no. It was his job to kind of take the artwork for the toys and the designs of the toys, and then kind of go away and kind of reimagine them and give them bios. Then obviously obviously he did Bob Budiansky, I think, helped work with the Marvel comics as well. And then obviously Simon Fairman, he's kind of like the UK's equivalent to Bob Budiansky. Obviously he worked on the Marvel UK stuff, and also he wrote, I think, some of the episodes for Beast Wars as well. Hence why Beast Wars is so fucking good, because Simon Fairman was one of the writers on there. The Decepticon King, Flora Dairy, Vermin, Dinobot, Flipping Ace. Oh, yes. Shut up, Dropper Face. Yes. I absolutely love Dinobot. He's fucking god. It's just fucking brilliant. Beast Wars for life. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Bloody hell. Right. But yeah, what else to talk about? Talking about Dinobot. Dinobot is watching me doing this stream. I don't know if you can just see him. Dinobot. Let's see if I can just bring this to one side. No, I can't. Don't worry. I had something in my head and I was going to play with, and no, it didn't work out. But yeah, I have Dinobot. And he's watching me doing this, watching me do this stream. I'll just put him back up there. There we go. Original. It's based on the original toy, yes. That isn't the original though. It's the I think it's the Universe Classics one. There's a few different versions. It's based on the original toy mold for Dinobot, but it's not the original actual toy. There's a few of them. There's an anniversary one. Yeah, light piping. It is gorgeous toy. There's a 10th anniversary version, which again is that figure, but it's just a bit more show accurate. That one, I believe, is I think it's the Universe Classics one. I think. But yeah, it's a beautiful figure. I want to get the original Dinobot as well, just to go with it. And then also I want to get a Transmetal Dinobot as well, which is, I think, Dinobot 2 when he gets brought back as Dinobot 2. Didn't you have Tarantulas? I do have Tarantulas, I think. Where is he? There he is. There he is. There's Tarantulas. The original Tarantulas. I need to get myself... I want to get myself the 10th anniversary version of Tarantulas, which he looks a lot more... he's actually missing his weapon that stores in there. I don't know where that's gone. But, yeah, Tarantulas. So this is the original figure, the original toy. Again, there's an anniversary one as well, which I think is the 10th anniversary, which is a lot more detailed. It looks a lot more like the character from the show. But there's a Transmetal figure as well. I want to get the Transmetal Transulus as well. You're gonna pick up the releases of the 90s Beast Wars figs. It depends of who they released. It depends of well, blah. I will try that again. Okay. It depends of how many of the characters they are planning to release. I've already got original Optimus Primal. I've got original Megatron. I've got original Cheetor. I've got original Rat Trap. I've got original Rhinox. Who else have I got? Original. What else have I got? I can't remember now. Yeah, so they're the original figures that I can think of top of my head. So yeah, I've got original Rhinox, original Cheetor, original Rat Trap, original Optimus Primal, and Megatron. So yeah, from what I can gather, they've only kind of released three. It looks like they're releasing 3 characters, and it's going to be Cheetor, Primal, and I think Megatron. I've already got those figures, so I'm not going to bother. They're the exact same figures. They're the exact same figures, so I don't need to buy them again. But if they release, say, Dinobot again, and if they release any of the others like Quick Strike, Pterosaur, those characters, then I may actually partake in picking some of those up because I need I need to get an original Pterosaur. I need an original Waspinator. I need an original Air Razor and Tigatron. I need quite a lot of the original figures. So if they're releasing, if they're gonna maybe release like a second or third or fourth waves, and they're gonna kind of release more characters, and if there's a character that is released part of this vintage Beast Wars line, then I will certainly consider it. Yes, Spider Dude, yes. Original Waspinator doesn't look like him in Robot Mode. A lot of them don't. I mean, you won't be able to see it properly on this camera because it's too dark. But this is Tarantulas, and just look at the head. It's just a white head with a black visor. There's no detail, no paint app. It's just that, and he looked nothing like that in the show. Even his chest, all his abdomen, everything about this figure is completely wrong compared to the show. But it's still a good figure. It's still good. I mean, the only figures that look close, damn it, to the show is Megatron, Primal, and Cheetor, and Rat Trap, and Dinobot. I think they're the only 4 figures that look pretty close to the. Oh no, there's a few others that look pretty close as well, but yeah. Wasn't the original Black Arachnia just a repainted Tarantulas? I'm not sure. It could have been. It might have been back then, but when you look at Tarantulas next to Black Arachnia, they do look a little bit different. They might have slightly molded her, but they might have. I don't know. They may have done because you don't forget. A lot of the Beast Wars figures came out in 95 and 96. So a lot of these figures a lot of them weren't very good, really. They weren't very good, basically, to they weren't very good to look like the characters that they were representing from the show. They were close. They were close to an extent that you could definitely tell that is Tarantulas and that is Waspinator, but there was a lot of differences from show to toy. So that's why I'm really happy that they have released over time. There has been some new figures released. I mean, obviously they're releasing Masterpiece figures as well. I want more Masterpiece. I want more Beast Wars Masterpiece. I need to get myself a Masterpiece Megatron, and I need to get a Masterpiece Dinobot as well. And also I need to get myself a Masterpiece Cheetor as well, because I used to have Cheetor. I used to have Masterpiece Cheetor, and I sold it, and I kind of regret doing that. So I need a Masterpiece Cheetor, a Masterpiece Dinobot, and a Masterpiece Megatron to go with my Primal. Yeah, I want more Masterpiece. I would love to see more Masterpiece Beast Wars figures. And I think the last Masterpiece that I heard that came out. I want a Masterpiece Black Arachnia as well. They released Black Arachnia Masterpiece as well. Right, Alpha Prime. I am really hoping for a Dinobot. Yeah, I am as well. Decepticon King, Quick Strike. Bloody love the text. Yeah, he is a great. Yeah, Quick Strike's fantastic. And Decepticon King again wasn't the original Black Arachnia. Oh, I've just mentioned that one. Wait, I can't recall you saying you had Rhinox or not. Yeah, I do have Rhinox. I have original Rhinox. He's right here. Give me a second. Put him over there. But Rhinox isn't a very good figure, though. It's actually kind of one of the worst Beast Wars figures, unfortunately, because he's a shell former. Basically, the whole figure is literally just a shell that pulls apart. Look at that. That's original Rhinox. That is original Rhinox. Don't let him fat now. Yeah. So that's original Rhinox. As you can see, it is just literally just a shell. And he does have articulation, but because of all the panels and everything, he just can't move. But he is a fucking god. He comes with a sword. He doesn't come with his miniguns. He uses miniguns. He doesn't use a sword, but they'll give him a sword. But, you know. I'm not hitting on the figures. I just wondered. Hell, I love the G1 figures, and some of them are bad, really, but we love them anyway. Yeah, well, that's it. I mean, end of the day, I mean, I'm not hitting on them either, and I know you're not hitting on them either, but it's just, yeah, some of the toys are bad from G1, and they are bad for Beast Wars and other lines. You know, there's always bad figures, but yet we appreciate them at the same time to a degree. I mean, I love the Beast Wars figures. I mean, even the ones that are really obscure and just look really weird. I love them. I love the basic figures, like the insects. I love them. I love the insect ones, and yeah, I just love them. Oh, excuse me. I just absolutely love them. I'm old. I like shell formers. Yeah. To be honest, it's not the only one. Original Megatron, Beast Wars Megatron. He's a shell former as well. There's quite a few figures over time that are essentially just kind of encased in like a shell. And Action Masters, yeah. Got my Clawjaw right here. Now Stunner, yeah, sweet. But yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, I don't really have that much more room for figures. I don't want to sell anything either because the figures I've got, I'm actually quite happy with. But I might have a look around and just see if there's anything that I might part with. Um, because I do want to get some more figures. I'm also thinking I also want to put up some more shelves as well. Um, yeah, I want to put some more shelves up as well so that I can just, I've got extra shelving just so I can put some extra figures up if I need to. Because I've got figures everywhere. I've got like a hi-fi. I've got like a hi-fi unit here, and it's a record player as well. And on top of that hi-fi unit thing, I've got figures on there. I've got figures on a bookshelf over there. I've got figures and different things on that bookshelf behind me. I've got all my most of my Beast Wars on top of the computer. I've got 6 shelves along the wall full of figures. So this room is literally just chocked full of Transformer toys, and I don't have enough room for them all. I really don't. Bless you, mate. You due a kip. Yeah, once I finish this stream, I'm gonna go to bed. I'm knackered. Obviously I was at work again this morning. I've not been sleeping very well for the last couple of days. I don't know why, but I'm literally tomorrow. I'm at work again tomorrow. Then I've got a day off on Saturday. Back at work Sunday. Next week's not too bad. I'm not working. Well, it's not too bad next week. I've got a little bit more free time next week. But no, I'm just absolutely knackered. I don't know why. I've just not been able to sleep. The thing is, I have been sleeping, but when I'm waking up, I feel like I've not slept enough. If that makes any sense. It basically, I mean, last night I went to bed around about 8 o'clock-ish, I think, yesterday evening, and I woke up at about my alarm clock went off about 2:30 in the morning. So that was about an hour before I had to set off for work. But obviously, I think by the time I got to sleep, I think I had around about 6 hours, 6 or so hours sleep, and 6 hours sleep's actually all right. Apparently, you can survive just having 6 hours sleep. You don't need to have 7, 8, or 9 or 10 hours. You can just have 6 hours, and that's completely adequate, apparently, according to sleep experts. But whenever I have 6 hours sleep, I feel like I've not been asleep at all. I feel like I've only been asleep for like 2 hours, and then I'm back up again, and then I just feel wiped for the rest of the day. And then, yeah, it's not good. It's not good. And plus, I'm getting old now as well. I feel old. Shells for shell formers. Yeah. Or is it shells former? Shelves. I'll get you. Alpha Prime. I am currently redoing my shelves, just switching it up. Yeah. I need to do some. I need to do that myself. I need to kind of, like I said, I want to get some more shelves. I've got enough space on that wall over there for 2 more shelves. So I want to put 2 more shelves up there. I apologise if there's any noise coming over. My dad's got the news on and he thinks it's good to just turn the fucking volume real high, and it pisses me off. So all I can hear now is the local news bellowing through the fucking floorboards. So I apologise. It might be picking up on the fucking webcam. But no, so like I was saying, I've got enough room over there for 2 more shelves, floating shelves. So I want to put 2 more shelves up on that wall at some point, so that I can actually put more figures on there, and I can rearrange them a little bit more so they look a little bit more tidier. So, but at one point, I want to kind of sort out. Basically, there's a bookshelf like a bookshelf in that corner with a load of DVDs in it. I'm thinking of getting rid of a lot of the DVDs that I have because I don't really need a lot of them anymore. And when I do that, I want to get rid of that in the corner. I want to get, those what you could get from IKEA, those like detalt things, those like glass cabinets. I want to get one. I want to get one glass cabinet, and I'm gonna want to put it in that corner. And in that glass cabinet, I'm gonna put a lot of my bigger figures on it, like my real big figures that are taking up a lot more room on my shelves. So if I put like my bigger figures, like my masterpiece figures, and anything that's quite large, I will put it in that detalt, that glass cabinet, and then that will obviously that'll allow me to have a bit more room on my shelving and it look a bit more tidier. Virtual hug for you from us. Thank you. All this talk about shelves is really shellfish. Fuck the local news. Yeah, no. I can't be arsed with the news. I really can't. I'm sick of all the bloody bad shit being bloody mentioned all over the news. It does my head in. But yeah, I don't really know what more I can really talk about tonight. But I think I've covered most of the things I wanted to talk about, and it's been a nice little chat between the three of us. Fucking news, who needs it? Yeah, exactly. I mean, end of the day, each to their own. People do watch the news because obviously to see what's going on in the world and all that stuff. But to be honest, I'm just getting sick of it. I'm just getting sick of the news. I'm getting sick of hearing all this bad shit going on and stuff. All the crap that's going on at the minute with the viruses, with the vaccines. Like certain countries are temporarily stopping a certain vaccine because of bullshit claims of stuff, and I'm getting fucking sick of it all. Shit, I nearly spat my drink out with laughter. Alpha Prime, it has been great, mate. Loved catching up with you, my friend. Never any good news. Yeah, thank you very much, man. Yeah, it's been great to talk to you as well, Alpha Prime. It's been a while since we've had a little chat. At us hating the fucking news. And I really can't stand the news. I really can't. I've even said to my dad a few times, like, my dad's like clockwork. I can tell what time it is without even looking at the clock because literally that's how often my dad watches the news. Okay, my dad watches the BBC News 24-hour channel. Sometimes he puts it on for hours, and I've been sat there with my dad watching it with him, and I'm like, why are you watching this? It's just the same news on endless repeat all day long. And he goes, no, it's not. That's a bit different. That wasn't on earlier. I'm like, for crying out loud. You don't have to watch the news constantly throughout the day. Really? Really? Oh, God, I can't be bothered. Love these streams from me and Wendy. Thank you very much. My dad's similar, but not with news. Used to be footy. To be honest, I'm a football fan anyway. So yeah, I like football. I don't talk about it that often because I don't really see the need to. But I like a good football match now and again. I think that's just that generation. I think it is. Yeah, it is. I think the older generation always are news mad, or reading the newspapers or whatever it's always been their kind of thing. Each to their own. Yeah, that's true. I mean, end of the day, I know I'm kind of like saying a lot of crap about the news, but end of the day, if people want to watch it, they can do. But we all know that it's all the news kind of spreads lies a little bit and spins things and spins the truth, and that's what I don't like about it. But is anybody going to be trying to check out the Snyder cut of Justice League at all this weekend? I've been hearing that it got leaked on Sky Movies, and there's something going around like a link or something like that where you can watch it there because it got leaked apparently a little bit early. So yeah, Justice League, the Snyder cut, the 4-hour-long spectacle that they're calling it, is now available to watch somewhere. I'm gonna try and see if I can check it out, see if I can find it somewhere, and when I've got like a good 4 or 5 hours to spare. Jesus Christ, that 4 hour long film. God, that's gonna be hard to go through a little bit. And now the news. Don't touch that dial. Yes, just about to start it here. I'm not into Justice League. I just love Batman and Teen Titans. Okay. Sky Cinema. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, Sky Cinema. I literally that just shows how old I am. Because Sky Cinema's a new thing. I remember Sky Movies. Obviously, you know, when Sky first started, I remember when Sky first started, and we got it in the house, and it was Sky Movies. But now it's Sky Cinema now, isn't it? Fave Batman film is the first ever Burton one. Yep, it is fantastic film. So, Millsy was there with the cavemen and grim. Yeah, I feel like that sometimes. I think I was there at the beginning of Dawn to a certain extent. But yeah, I think I'm gonna come to an end now. I think, guys. It's been a good 1 hour 12:35 seconds. So I've been talking now for over an hour by about 12 minutes or so. So yeah, thank you very much to Alpha Prime and Decepticon King for joining me. If you have Now TV, they are doing a 7-day free trial. Right? Yeah, I know. Take care of yourself, man. Cheers. Yeah, I'm actually thinking about getting an LTV thing. I'm actually thinking about sorting one out because I can get the app on the PS4. So I'll see about something like that in the future. But I mean, I'm already paying out for Netflix and Amazon Prime, so I want to kind of be careful of how many subscriptions I'm paying each month. Yeah, because I've got a Crunchyroll account, I've got a Funimation account, which is for anime basically. So I've got those two going on. I've also got Netflix and Amazon Prime, and I've also got a Spotify account as well because I can't stand adverts when I'm trying to listen to fucking music. I can't fucking stand it. So I'm paying for Spotify as well. See you later, mate. Take care, Alpha Dude. Later, Decepticon King. Yeah, thank you very much, guys, for joining me. So thank you very much. And until next time, I'll be doing another live stream on here very soon. And also on my main channel, my TF Nosy channel. If anybody's not seen it yet, Alpha Prime or whoever, you know, I have got a new review up on my main channel, my TF Nosy channel. I did a review the other last night for I did a review on Kingdom Beast Wars Megatron. So if anybody's interested in that, go ahead and check it out. Thank you very much. So yeah, see you soon, everybody. Till all I want. Yes, indeed. See you soon. Bye bye.